The Broncos did yesterday what they haven't been able to do for the past 7 seasons, and that's getting a winning record. The Broncos finally did it. This is your Denver Sports Daily for December 16th.
The biggest stories, the latest news. It's Denver Sports Daily.
The Broncos took down the Colts yesterday to secure their first winning season since 2016. Wow. It's finally happening. Bo Nix in his rookie season did what no other Broncos QB could do in the last 7. After a 31-13 win against the Colts yesterday, the Broncos improved to 9-5 and increased their playoff chances exponentially. Now, for the Broncos to lose their playoff spot, they would have to lose out for the rest of the season, while the Dolphins and or Bengals would have to win out. That's just such a great position to be in right now for the Broncos, and it takes a lot of stress off of their rookie QB's back. Now, Bo didn't have his best game yesterday. In fact, he had one of his worst games, but don't let that throw you aside. They still won the game. He only threw for 130 yards and added 3 interceptions, but still he had 3 touchdowns. And no matter what, you go out there and you win, it's a great game. A win is a win. You look at Patrick Mahomes' stats this season, he's not having his best season of his career, by far one of his worst, but they're still winning games. I don't care if you go out there and you have the worst game of your life. I don't care if Bo Nix goes out there and he throws for 50 yards and 5 interceptions and they win. That's a win that is getting you close to the playoffs, and games like that are going to happen for a rookie. That's just what's bound to happen. Now, he didn't play well, but the Broncos defense did play well. They turned it up, especially in the second half where they allowed 0 points. And overall, they first forced 4 turnovers. Nick Bonito, that defensive touchdown, it was a pick six in my eyes. It looked like a pick six, but technically they listed it as a fumble picked up because it was a behind the line throw. They were throwing it behind him. But have you ever seen a guy with that much speed out of the gate? That was incredible. He just picked that off. That looked like when LeBron James would go out and just tap balls away and bring it down for a fast break dunk. That was incredible patience. And the way he saw that play form and read it perfectly to get the pass and run out into space where nobody else was around him, just incredible composure from him. Pat Surtain and Brandon Jones also both had a pick. Now, that was just incredible. That defense looked stunning yesterday, and that's what you've been saying all this year. Every single game that the Broncos have won this season has been because of their defense just holding it down. Their defense has been incredible, and even without Riley Moss, they just keep on winning, and this defense is just looking better and better every single week. Now, with this win, the Broncos took over the LA Chargers for the 6th spot in the AFC because the Chargers also lost yesterday, so that is putting yourself in a really good position. Now, if the standings can change where they are right now, the Broncos would have to face the Steelers in the wild card round. The Broncos versus Russell Wilson in the first round of the playoffs. Can this be drawn up any better? That would be incredible. I would pay so much just to see that game in the regular season. That's what we were robbed of on one of the first games of the season. It just would have been so much fun to see Russ come here. And now the Broncos might end up going to Pittsburgh to take on Russ and end up like playing him anyways. That would be incredible the way this is drawing out. Now, I don't know if it's going to stay that way. The Steelers do have to face the Ravens, and the Ravens and the Steelers are both very good teams right now. They're both looking like they want to win and go far in the playoffs. But if that lines up and the Broncos can end up playing the Steelers in the wild card round, that would just be picture perfect. It would be a movie. Now, moving on, Travis Hunter won the 2024 Heisman Award. You can see the shirt that I'm wearing, the hoodie. Just an incredible season from the kid. The two-way player, he's just been studding this whole season, just star-studded, going out there, shining every single night. And on Saturday night, he was awarded with the Heisman. Now, Travis Hunter, Ashton Jeanty, Dylan Gabriel, and Cam Ward were all finalists, but Hunter ended up winning with 552 first-place votes. Now, what's crazy about this is that this was the closest margin since 2009, with Ashton Jeanty at 309 first-place votes. So over 200 more votes for Travis Hunter, but Ashton Jeanty was still the closest we've seen in a long time with 309. Now, Hunter finished the season with 1,152 receiving yards on 92 catches and 15 touchdowns. He also recorded 4 interceptions, a forced fumble, and 11 pass breakups. You look at those stats and you're looking at 2 different players right there on both sides of the ball. And not only are you looking at 2 players who are playing that side, each side, but they're both playing at a very high level, and you mix them into one, of course he's going to win the Heisman. He's played at the best level I've ever seen a college athlete play. Now, he joined Rashaan Salam as the only Heisman winners in Buffs history. And this year, he joined Nathan McKinnon and Nikola Jokic to win the MVP in their respective sports. It is the first time in history that the Hart Trophy, the NBA MVP, and the Heisman winner all played for teams in the same state. Now, what's most fun about this is that we're going to get to see him play again in that bowl game. Deion Sanders has made it very, very clear that he expects NFL talent, those top players on the team, to play in their bowl game, and it's going to be one that they're going to want to win. You don't often see players who are looking like top 5 picks in the NFL draft go and play in these bowl games because they're worried about injury. These games don't matter much. But for CU and for Deion Sanders, they matter so much more. This is what they've been working for the past 2 years. They finally got to a bowl game. Not a chance Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders are sitting. They worked just as hard as Deion did, and I guarantee you they want to win it just as bad as any other player there. They want this win more than anybody else. Now, it is a Nuggets game day. The Nuggets are back on the road against the Sacramento Kings, coming off the back of their 120-98 win against the Los Angeles Clippers. Jamal Murray looked great in that last game, recording 20 points on 50% from the field and adding 5 rebounds and 4 steals. That's exactly what you want from the kid. It's just, it hasn't been there all season. And this is what I was talking about last Friday. You want your players to take away the load from Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic did not have his best game. He really didn't. And that's good because he played efficiently. He didn't have to go out there and score as much. He wasn't having to do as much rebounding or passing. He was doing exactly what he needed to win a game by 22 points. That's how the Nuggets should play. Keeping the Clippers under 100 points, one of the best offenses in the league, that's what you want to see from a team that's going to the finals again. Hopefully, they should be going to the finals. That's what their mind is on. That window is still wide open. And with Jamal playing like that, there's not a doubt in my mind that the Nuggets can go that far. Hopefully, he can keep that kind of efficiency going tonight, as the Nuggets are coming into this game as very, very close underdogs. In fact, the game is almost split 50-50. However, the Kings are favored because they're at home. Now, if the Nuggets do win, they can jump into that 5th seed in the West as they have the tiebreaker over Golden State. Now, those two teams will play tonight at 8 p.m. It's going to be a great game. I'm very excited to see you guys all tomorrow and recap that and more games tonight. We have an Avalanche game day. Now, the Avs are traveling to Canada to take on the Vancouver Canucks tonight at 8:30 p.m. Now, the Avs are coming into this game as 2-point favorites off the back of their 5-2 win against the Nashville Predators on Saturday. Nathan McKinnon once again looked amazing in that win, recording 2 goals and an assist, and he was helped with Mikko Rantanen's 3 assists. Just great play all around. Now, the Avs made quick work of the Preds with those 2 players just scoring and getting everything that they need to do done. Mackenzie Blackwood also made his debut for the Avs on Saturday, where he shined and had 37 saves in the win, only allowing 2, recording a .949 save percentage. Now, the Avs have now won 5 out of their last 7, and if they can win tonight, they could take over the 3rd spot in the Central Division. Just a great overall weekend for Colorado sports, for Denver sports. It's been amazing seeing all 4 of these different outlooks looking great. The Broncos getting a win, as dirty and messy as it looked. They got the win. Travis Hunter secured that Heisman. We got the Nugs and the Avalanche both winning games and playing again tonight. It was just incredible. Now, that's going to do it for your Denver Sports Daily. I do want to read some of your comments. Congrats to Hunter. He deserves it. I'm not a Buffs fan, but he's a beast. He is a beast. He is a top 5 pick. I went to the game against Oklahoma State, that last game of the season, and it's just crazy watching somebody play at such a high level as he's played. It's really just, when you see stars like that, it's a totally different feeling. And you can really sense when somebody is good and when somebody is really good. And he's got that shine, that switch that he flips, and it's just there. It's all there. He's great. He is so great. It's really fun to see. Now, let's see. Everyone wants to go to the playoffs, and all I wanted was a winning season. Now they can focus on playoffs. I mean, both of these, for me, before the season, were lofty goals. I'm not going to lie. Both of them were lofty goals. Seeing Bo Nix, the amount of changes that the Broncos have had, I'm not going to lie. I was not high on the Broncos. I didn't think they were going to do well. And I am so happy that they're doing this well. This is way out of my expectations from the beginning of the season. Having something right now where they're talking about they're going to go to the playoffs. Could they win a playoff game? That's where I'm like, are you kidding me? A couple months ago, I was like, Bo Nix, that's our savior. I was worried. And I've been totally proven wrong. And I apologize because this is incredible. I'm so happy with what the Broncos are doing right now. And yeah, now it's time to think about playoffs. What are they going to do? But that's going to do it for your Denver Sports Daily. We'll be back with you guys tomorrow, recapping those Nuggets and Avalanche games. We also have a weekday game with the Broncos playing this Thursday. I'm very excited for that. Sooner rather than later, we get an earlier game than having to wait until Sunday again. Very exciting. But I'll be back with you guys again tomorrow, and we will be talking about all of that. I will see you all later. Bye.